I'm Vaughan Rolls, a totally blind hiker raising funds for Vision Australia as part of a small team trekking the Queen Charlotte track. This is the story of day 3, and I'm hiking with my guide dog Scooter, and this story tells you about how he manages the hike and the unexpected things that occur throughout the trip. Day 3 on the Queen Charlotte track, coming out of Punga Cove, going over to Portage. This is a 23 kilometre, some say 26 kilometre walk. This will be our toughest day yet. I have no doubt that Scooter will be fine, but he doesn't have the psychology of the humans to deal with, which is the whole concept of walking 23 to 26 k's. And the only way you can do it is to break it up. So our goal is to get to morning tea. So this is the start, and off we go. It's just after 9 a.m. and the track's terrain is undulating, ranging from sea level to a maximum of 475 metres, with the majority of that climb in the first 2 hours. The next couple of hours of hiking is all uphill. We will follow the ridge line towards the Kenepuru Saddle and Eatwell's Lookout. Throughout our training in preparation for this hike, I've been able to calculate Scooter's water intake, and he drinks 600 millilitres of water every 5 to 7 kilometres. His water also has to be carried, and we've split that between 3 trekkers. This is still the same hill. Just goes up and up and up. Hill. Slow down, Scoot. Too many rocks. Scooter's just going through a rocky area now. I have to pick his line, work it out. Another hill. True to form, it's 11:10 a.m. and the hills keep coming. We wonder if they would ever end, but the banter among the trekkers remains upbeat.
Yeah, this is summer's idea of getting to the summer.
Woohoo!
Yes.
This is what we call type 2 fun, Vaughan.
Oh yes.
Don't worry. When I agree to go on backcountry hikes with my friends, and we're halfway up a bloody mountain scrambling, and I'm like, look how pretty the view is. I hate you. Throw something at it. Oh yeah, we're in for a good one here, Vaughan.
Oh. I'm just going to get a bit of water in.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a bloody big hill.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, there's another, the same again.
Same again.
Yeah, but for more distance, isn't it?
Another switchback. But in the shade, which we're a fan of.
It's just one of those relentless climbs.
It is. Imagine going to be on a mountain bike. In the words of Miley Cyrus, life's a climb.
Yes, it bloody well is today. Alright.
Fiddling often.
Let's knock it off. Come on, Scoot. As we moved off from the drink stop, I felt some slight twinging in the hamstring. I thought nothing of it at the time, but it was to become a much bigger issue, not just for me, but for Scooter as well. Just brilliant. No, he does that beautifully. See, I didn't even know the tree roots were there, and would never have known.
Unless I just
Yeah. But he just does it. So there's so many things in life that he just does without me even knowing.
This is a grind.
This is a bloody grinder, right?
Lean into this one.
Another 15 minutes.
Today is by far the most challenging day on the trek thus far. The elevation and the roughness of the ground makes for tough going. Rocks remain a continuous hazard for all hikers, particularly those without sight. But it was pleasing to see that even those that are fully sighted, such as the CEO from Vision Australia, still have their accidents with the rocks too.
Oh, that one was
That hurt.
yeah. I didn't even see that.
Oh, come on, Scoot.
You in the middle, I know, sorry. Don't worry, Ron just got it as well, Vaughan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ron, at least the rock that Scooter tripped me on, at least you tripped on it too,
Yeah.
which indicates...
Ron did it even more spectacularly than you, Vaughan.
Right, I just caught the lip of it. Did you get it right up the guts, Ron? Did you, with it right on the big toe? Yeah.
My shoe.
And have you got hard toes in the end?
No, I'm in mountain runners.
Ah, see, I've got hard toes. So it still hurts, but not the same.
Mom walking shoes that I bought 3 years ago as an interim and haven't replaced yet.
Come on, Scoot. Get up.
Good, yeah.
At about this time, I realised that the hamstring was going to be a much bigger issue than I'd first thought. The thought was also going through my mind, I've mucked up the trek for the rest of my hikers, who all assured me this wasn't the case. And also, Scooter would have to adapt. How that would happen, I wasn't quite sure. The little twinge there on the top of the bottom of the hamstring is just enjoying this no end.
Really? Oh, yeah.
It's just beautiful. I just couldn't think of any better thing to have happen right now in the middle of the hike than to twinge a hammy. Yes, it's not the hole, and it's not the joint, so it's comparatively good. And finally a down, and Scooter's got to pick his way through. Steady, Scooter. I've twinged a hamstring, and doing this is not easy because it's just not.
And they were both
apart from the ground, but it's no alternative. This is no out.
You know what, like, we love children, we want our own. It's not going to happen to us, but like, we will definitely foster or something.
Let's go. There we go. Come on, Scoot. We're halfway down this hill, and with a buggered hamstring, this is not what you want at all. And 8 hours out, it's not what you want.
He's a trooper.
Anyway. So we're going quite slowly until we get off this onto some flatter ground, which is probably not going to work for 7.5 hours.
No, so at the bottom of this hill is our lunch spot, and then we're actually going up.
Well,
After
up
lunch.
is easier than down, believe
Yeah.
it or not, with this. Slow down, Scoot, slow down. Seriously, though, I'm so sorry I'm slow.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh.
Mate,
It is what it is though, right? You can't do anything about it.
you don't even rank on the top 100 of people I've had to deal with on the
Reality is I can hardly walk.
We're just keeping going down, unfortunately. Sorry, bud.
No, there's no choice.
No choice.
Okay. Oh, fuck. That was a slippery bit of ground. I nearly ended
Yeah,
up
we're in
my
quite a big bit of pine needles, so just very slow. And actually where you are now, Scooters put you on the least amount of pine needles.
Right.
And that's a nice flat spot if you just want a moment.
Come on, Scoot, let's get this over with.
Alright, buddy.
Come on.
Woo!
It's alright, Scoot.
Good work. Where the
Scooter, slow right down.
where
can't
the
do it.
tortoise.
I can't do it. Oh, for drugs at lunchtime.
Yeah. I think we'll load you right on
I'll be
up,
loading
Lord.
up, don't you worry.
Maybe another 15 metres.
Okay, before we're on the flat.
And then it flattens out for maybe 50. And then I think a bit more down from there.
To lunch.
Just as far as I can see.
Oh, okay.
But there that.
The downhill into lunch made me realise that we had a serious issue to consider. Obviously, I had to follow the medical advice. If the doctor thought there was minimal chance of doing extra damage, then I was happy to keep going. But the real issue was whether the doctor could manage the pain to allow me to keep going. It was either walk 6 to 8 kilometres back to Punga Cove, mostly downhill, in circumstances where the downhill was really causing pain, or finish the hike, which was another 18 odd kilometres in the other direction, where most of it was uphill or along flats. So it was really going to come down to how much pain the doctor could manage with the painkillers and how much strapping could be put on the hamstring to give it the stability it needed to keep going. In the end, we decided we'd strap it, take some painkillers, and I'd walk about 50 or 100 metres and see how I went. Curiously, this hill is going up, and with the hamstring it's not hurting on this like it anywhere near like it hurts going down. It's hurting every other muscle,
Remember
but not
that
hurting.
positivity.
but not hurting this
Where
one.
you going, you know?
So we're gonna give it a go. See how we go. But look at this bloody hill.
You've got it. Got about 15 more metres of up that I can see.
And then it'll
And
drop
then it's
off.
anyone's bloody guess.
16 k's to go from here.
You. Bit of a mellow collapse.
Break time at Eatwell's Lookout while those in the group with sight admired the panoramic views over the Marlborough Sounds. I didn't quite know it at the time, but this would be the start of Scooter's need to adapt what he knew in his training to guiding a person who now had some significant mobility impairments on one leg. Coming down here into a creek, because I've got limited movement, the challenge for Scooter is to walk very slowly
Yeah.
on very rough ground.
Yeah.
Scoot, slow, scoot, slow. And that's what he needs to do right this second.
Yeah.
So you'll see him, he's moving across the track and around
Yeah.
to give himself the room to get me onto the
On the smoother stuff.
smoother stuff.
Yeah.
So that I can get down, but he's got to do it at snail pace because of the leg. So he's done it, but that's been an adaptation in our work for him today
Yeah.
because he didn't realise. You
Yeah.
can't explain it to him
Of course
that
you can't,
you've
you're
got an
injured.
injury,
Although
and
you
he's just had to adapt due to the commands.
and I think he probably picks up a little, but you're not walking as well as you
Yeah.
usually.
Oh, without
do.
doubt.
You know, he's going to have some sense of it, I think.
Yeah, without doubt.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Hi guys.
Hello. Up he comes,
Yeah.
Scoot. Jesus. More downhill.
Well, it's kind of even.
Oh, is it?
But yeah, it's just rocky, uneven. Hey Mark. Hang on,
Yeah.
Hang on.
This is another really shitty bit of the track. This is downhill, and for whatever reason, because I'm a lawyer, not a medic, I have no idea. But the pain that goes through my hamstring when I come down here is quite acute. Scooter steady. It's really hard for Scoot because, as I said earlier, he has no idea why the speeds that we didn't do yesterday can't be done today. And what I'm asking him to do is actually very difficult from a balance perspective, because he has to get me into the right position on the track. He also has to move almost one paw then the other to go at the speed that I need, so that I can put up with the pain to get down basically where we are now. There's no out. It's chopper or walk. And given that I can't do any more damage, it's just a matter of how much I can put up with. We've gone for a walk out. But it means much slower pace on the downhills. And ironically, the very thing that I hate, which is hills, going up, is the thing that I can do best right now. I just tripped and accidentally kicked Scooter, which threw him off balance, and he's now back and calibrated. So he's truly a marvellous animal, the way he manages all this. And he's paused because there's a little step drop off.
Yeah, there's
I can get down that.
few of them here. This is the last worst bit.
Do you reckon I should go sideways down that?
I was wondering if that would be any better. Is that does that feel better or does it feel worse?
It might be better.
Yeah.
Scooter's now having to guide sideways, which he's never done in his life. But he can just adjust while I get over this stuff. Am I in the right part of the track?
Yeah, you are.
Come on, Scoot. It's all right.
Yeah.
I know you're not used to it, but it's okay.
A little bit more.
Jesus.
And then, yeah, I think now, sorry, a little loose there.
Scooter guiding while I walked sideways worked on the smaller hills, but when the hills became steeper and the leg became sorer, it became apparent I would need to lean on the doctor or a sighted guide for support. That meant separating from Scooter, and as you'll see in the next clip, he had to walk behind, something he didn't like doing. Ultimately, we let him just run loose and be wherever he wanted to be next to me when he wasn't guiding. I'm with Natalie, the doctor,
There you go.
who's helping me down this hill, and Scooter's walking behind, which is a concept that he doesn't get at all.
Yeah.
And so we're having to manage him.
Steady.
Steady.
Good boy.
Good dog. Because we don't want him pulling the guide down to get to me.
Steady,
Steady. Good boy. And when I tell him steady, he slows.
Alright, you're even down.
Okay. Now if you slow down, he'll walk up to us.
He's right beside you
And
already.
here he is. Thank you.
Can you turn this off? His head.
Yeah, I'll just push the off button.
Oh.
Come back here.
His head.
Another tricky section of track, more for the dog to pick where to go.
Yeah, it's just a wee bit rocky, but
Find your way, Scoot.
it comes out all right.
As I said in one of the other videos, find your way is the command for I have no clue, which is the best option. You sort it out. Find your way, Scoot. Good boy.
You want to go put yourself a bit further to the right, I think. So you're on a stable
Over there.
platform. Yeah. Because it drops off quite a bit just to the left of you.
Yeah.
But that's like a bit of a staircase in some ways.
Build these stairs for me, I'd sack him.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, you're going good.
Come on, Scoot. Straight down.
They're not like holy. Kind of like
Slow down, Scoot.
You've just got a drop off coming in here. Almost like a step. No, right in front of you now. So just feel your way.
Hang on.
That's it.
You want to stop for a minute? That takes your breath away. Come on, Scoot. Hang on, Scoot. He's showing me the edge.
Yeah, that's the
I've
edge.
got to get down onto that.
Yeah.
Good boy. Come down. Forward. Scooter forward. Scooter stop. Very good. Let me get a foothold. Scooter forward.
Yeah.
Scooter stop. Scooter forward. So as I'm telling him to stop, that's why I'm getting a foothold.
Yeah.
But he's just propping on the spot.
So you're actually pretty good now for a
But
bit.
I'm all right now.
Yeah.
Good boy. Our next stop is drug time, where I can get some more painkillers before we do the last 5 to 7 Ks. Something different. We're going up a bit of an incline. We've just pulled out of what will hopefully be our final stop. I've had some painkillers and we've restrapped. And we're on the way. And
there's a bloody enormous hill.
there's a big hill coming, and we've got rain clouds and a bit of sleet type rain coming in on us. So 6 Ks in it to go. Still walking along the track. We've gone past the sign that says Rimu Pass, which is apparently a type of tree. I have no real idea apart from that. We've got about 4 and a bit Ks to go, and we'll be at Portage, where we finish. The wind's picked up. There's a bit of sleet from time to time, sleety type rain. We've all got rain jackets, and there's 4 of us at the back that are coming through. Scooter's just working his way along comparatively a good track, but just going around whatever obstacles he finds over that process. We must be getting closer. I think it's probably only a couple of Ks to go. We've got to go down this god awful hill, which I have no idea why, but is tricky with your hammy. If we pick our way down, get onto the flat shortly,
Yeah, you're hitting the
then
flat there
it should
now.
be fairly smooth. So,
Little flat reprieve. I don't quite see what's around the next corner, but this part,
there's not many reprieves been in this track, I
yeah,
can tell you.
no, it's very up and down today.
My wish was that I could have done it uninjured.
Yeah,
Because it would have been, it hasn't been an unenjoyable experience, but it would have been much more enjoyable
yeah,
to
it's
do it with
just,
the freedom of 2 good legs.
yeah, the hamstring's been a real
Oh,
killer. Just a little down there, very slight gradient, and then back onto the flat. in
Good boy,
about
Scoot.
5 meters. Nicely done, and I can hear the others just around the corner.
but Scoot just deals with whatever is thrown at him in a day.
A little down
When
here.
his day started, he was guiding normally. He didn't have to guide sideways. He didn't have to be following behind. Oh,
Yeah, this is a down.
and didn't have to slow down. He get through.
Just a short down, 2 rocks, but they're quite flat. Turn the foot out, so the hip goes out, yep, hip goes out.
Feels
So
like
use
the
the
knee's
whole-
going to go out too, but
No,
anyway.
no, so use the whole leg, right?
Yeah.
If you need to keep it straight, because that's the most stable position for your knee. So if you need to keep it straight, keep it straight. right, you do well.
Oh,
Alright, it's alright.
it's just
Oh, it's good.
slid on a rock.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a bit wet through here. Be sure of your footing.
Which is
Which
hard.
is non-existent.
Hard for me, let alone for you.
And with a hammy that has no stability in it at all.
No. I think
It's
it's just twitchy, isn't it now? Does
Sorry?
it feel like it wants to give way? Like it wants to just spasm?
Yeah, it just feels like it's got a spasm, but I don't think it necessarily will,
No.
because you've strapped it.
I mean, if you stopped, I think you probably you may.
I won't be stopping now until I get back,
Just keep going, I think now.
because otherwise, I don't know,
No,
it'll
you
keep
just
going.
want to keep going now. I
If
reckon.
it gets cold, when it gets cold, there's going to be a lot of pain.
I think I can. I think I can.
No, I can't.
Yeah. That's little fractures, little red
It's
ends.
Casey Jones.
Yeah.
Casey Jones at Dumbo.
God, oh, Dumbo is scary.
Just already
Scoot slowly. Scoot, steady. Scoot. Steady. Good boy. Good boy.
I love Bella. You did so well, boys.
Yeah.
Good boy. Steady.
Can I go for now?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I'm telling him steady, he actually, when I put it in that tone, he just props, which allows me to get up next to him
Yeah.
and work through it. Track's got some rocks. Let's see what Scooter does. Find your way. Go on, work it out. Which side? Scooter forward. When you can. When you can. When you can. That's it.
I scoots.
Did he go the right way?
He technically took you through the rocks, but
Right.
he moved at a speed that I would say he placed your foot in the middle of
In
it.
the middle of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how one
I don't
deciphers,
know how one
but
does that, but
yeah.
it's like many things. How he does it doesn't matter.
As long as he
gets
does it.
done. We now came down some significant hills, and hopefully at some point this downhill caper will stop. And there'll be a nice smooth path in.
So finishing the trail after 9 hours, after 7 o'clock at night, we have Doc Nat, we have Scooter, and we have Vaughan Rolls. Vaughan,
Yes.
Vaughan, tell us, what's your one word, the one word that you would describe your 3 days with Vision Australia on the Trek for Vision?
Fulfilling.
Fulfilling. You're a lawyer, surely you can do better than that. More than one word.
You only asked for one. It's been, get down. It's been a wonderful experience, and it's been an opportunity to contribute to a fundraising goal. And I think as a team we've done very well in that regard. And it's given us an opportunity to challenge ourselves. And for Scooter especially, he's done some hiking but never done 3 days of it. Gives me an opportunity to see how resilient he is, and he's got through that with flying colours. And it's tested our own resilience as well, and that's never a bad thing.
Mate, that's fantastic.
They get the bottle of water I sent back.
Vaughan's off for tequila shots.
Now I need to get my pants off you.
Yes, they're laying on my
don't
chair.
forget.
Yeah. We are all good.